Hello everyone, very good evening. My name is Varsha Ma'am and I welcome you all at the YouTube channel of Oliveboard in your very important session that usually held on your Sunday at 8 p.m. So in this particular session, we discuss about the top most 20 MCQs related to the topic that we had covered during the week, right? So जो भी हम पूरा week में topics cover करते हैं in the batches. In this particular session, we discuss all the MCQs related to that particular topics. Yeah, hello, Anonymous. When will the class start? The class is started at 8 p.m. Okay, class is on time. So let's start our discussion. Very good evening, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the very important MCQs, right? These MCQs are very, very important because, and these MCQs are also database. So you have to make the notes of the MCQs in your notebook. And other than that, you can have the PDFs of the classes that we are conducting on YouTube's in the Telegram channel also. Okay. So let's start our discussion. Am I clearly audible and visible to you? So before proceeding forward, I just want to tell you about this is a very important feature that is updating on your application. So aspirants who are preparing with us, please update your application so that you can take the benefits of this feature that is Notes Plus, okay? And other than that, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get the notification of all the classes on time and you can install your mobile application so that you can do your preparations with the India's best team. Okay. And as today is Basant Panchami, so on the auspicious occasion of Basant Panchami, what we are giving you flat 49% off on all the regulatory exam plans. So if you are targeting any regulatory exam like RBI, NABARD, SEBI or NPS, be the part of our team and start your preparations with us and use the code CELEP so that you will get a maximum discount of 49%. So, yeah, now we are on the first question. So you can see that this is a question number 820 mentioned. Na? So this is a question that I gave you as homework in the last class. Okay. So in the last class, I gave this question as a homework and asked you to write the question answer in the comment box. But you guys are very lazy. You didn't write the answer in the comment box. I don't know why. So I am asking this question again to you. As per Planning Commission, how many agroclimatic zones are there in India? So now here you can answer, right? Here you can answer the question, but why? I don't know why you are not answering in the comment box. Huh? The right answer for the question is 15 agroclimatic zones, and I already told you that how you can learn the name of all the 15 agroclimatic zones because as we had discussed the questions related to the annual rainfalls in the different climatic zones and the most suited crops in the different agroclimatic zones can also be asked in an examination. So you should be prepared for that thing also. All right. And the students who are there in the session, please like the session and share it among your friends also so that your friends will also be the part of the session. Okay. Yeah, the right answer is option number 1, 15 agroclimatic zone. And from this question, let's start our today's discussion. So in the last in the last week, we mostly covered the topics like soil conservation, water conservation, different irrigation plans, and all that, right? So in today's class, most of the questions will be related to this set of topics, okay? So the first question that is visible on your screen is a very, very important question. You have to learn the answer. These all are the factual questions, okay? So first question is there for you on the screen. Yeah, you had started working on an irrigation project, 10,000 hectares, okay? And irrigation, let me read the question because other students ask, ma'am, please read the questions now. So that's why I'm reading the complete question and then we'll discuss about the answer. So an irrigation project classified as a major project when the cultural command area, like in hectare, how much area you are cultivating involved in the project is more than. Yeah, so when you call the project as a major project, when the cultural command area is more than 10,000 hectares, right? Very good, Anonymous. Can you tell me your name so that it would be easy for me to recognize you and to say that you had given the answer, na? Other students, why are you not responding? भाई सभी क्वेश्चंस का आंसर करो ना, फिर एक ही बच्चा क्वेश्चन का आंसर करता है, एक ही एस्पिरेंट क्वेश्चन का आंसर देता है, ऐसा भी तो नहीं है ना. यू शुड ऑल्सो आंसर वेदर इट्स रॉन्ग और राइट. Yeah, because very good. The right answer for the question is 10,000 hectare, more than 10,000 hectare if it is a cultural command area involved in the project. So then that time we'll call it as a major project. Okay. Clear? I'm giving you the answers also in the PDFs. Now the next question is, yeah. So now we know about the major projects. Major project, the cultural cultivable area is 10,000 hectare. Now what is the cultural cultivable area for medium project? The next question for you on the screen is, what is the cultural cultivable area for medium project? Options, yeah, you have the options like 100 hectares, 2000 hectares, 500 hectares, 1000 hectares, or 2000 hectares. What would be the right answer? Yes, very good, anonymous. Other students, what would be the answer? So, for the medium projects, it would be 2000 to 2000 to 10,000 hectare. Okay. For the medium projects, cultural cultivable or cultural command area will be 2000 to 10,000 hectare. Clear? Now the next question. The next question is, now if we are talking about a minor project. So in the case of, yeah, Pavan has also given the right answer. Vikas has also given the right answer. Very good. Okay, option B would be the right answer. Shabash. Now the third question is, when you are talking about the minor project. So in the case of minor project, what would be the cultural command area that is involved in the project? And you have to tell the area in hectare. Here the options are 100 hectare, 200 hectares, 500 hectares, 1000 hectares, or 2000 hectares. Yeah, option number E would be the right answer. Very good. Okay. Option number E would be the right answer. And here the answer is 2000 hectare. I think it's easy for you to learn now. So when we are talking about major projects, so the cultural command area in hectare should be more than 10,000 hectare. And when we are talking about medium project, it should be 2000 to 10,000. And when we are talking about the minor projects, it is 2000 hectare. Clear? So the right answer is option number E. Is it clear? Okay. So the right answer for this question is option number E. Very good. Because anonymous, your answers are right. Understood? You can learn these things. It can be asked in your examination because we had one previous question related to this format. That's why I told you about the all the three projects and their cultural command area also. Now we have a question in front of us. Yes, very good evening, Lifeway Wanderer. Yeah. So पहले तो मुझे ये बता दो that PMKSY ये कौन सी स्कीम है? Like what is the name of this particular scheme? Can you give the full form of this scheme? Let me know कि how frequently, I mean, how much aware about you the short, how much you are aware about the short forms of the schemes. So here you have a question like, okay, look at all the options very carefully. Firstly, please tell me what is the full form of this particular scheme and in which ministry it comes. Yeah, it is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, so it is related to Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Very good, Vikas, very good, anonymous. Now the question is, it comes under the ministry of. This is the very important question for you. Here most of the students doubt. have a doubt, like in the fourth question, I am giving you the options like Ministry of Jal Shakti, Ministry of Agriculture, and the Ministry of Rural Development. So, under which ministry this particular scheme comes? So most of the students are marking option number A, but aspirants, I want to clear you that Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana comes under collectively all the three ministries. जो ऑप्शंस में आपको मिनिस्ट्रीज दिए हैं, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ जल शक्ति, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर एंड फार्मर्स वेलफेयर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रूरल डेवलपमेंट. Okay, so it is a collective approach of all the three ministries. The right answer for the question will be all of the above. ओके अभी जब हम प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना पढ़ेंगे इन द कमिंग टाइम लाइक हाउ इट इज हेल्पिंग द फार्मर्स देन यू विल ट्राई टू रिलेट इट विद अंडर द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर. Okay, so it is a combined project of all the three ministries. The right answer, not it is a umbrella scheme, and it is comes under the Ministry of Jal Shakti, Agriculture and Rural Development also. ठीक है, please cross check once. I do the cross check, and that's why I include this question for you. Okay, you guys also cross check it from different sources, and then you will realize that it comes under all the three ministries. If the option is having all of the above, you have to mention all of the above. Clear? Yeah. Please check once also. I do cross check, and that's why I ask these questions here, because हमें सबको doubt हो जाता है, मुझे भी खुद doubt हो जाता है. Most of the times, like which ministry will be most fitted one. I also had a doubt. Then I cross checked it from different sources, and that's how I introduce this question here for you. ठीक है? Right answer is option number D. Next question is, which of the following benefits of conservation of water in agriculture? Now look at the options very carefully. So in this question they are asking, like, if you are conserving water, if you are utilizing the water very judicially or by scientific means, like what kind of benefits you will get. Understood? Like what kind of benefits you will get if you are utilizing the water very judicially or in a scientific manner. Option number one is it will help in sustainable management of the resources. Second is it will mitigate the water scarcity problem, like there's a shortage of water, that problems will be mitigated. It will enhance the agricultural productivity, and the D option is all of the above, and E option is none of the above. So what would be the most suitable answer for you in this question? Yeah. E तो बिल्कुल नहीं है. Okay, the right answer for the question will be option number D. Like if you are following any such practice like watershed management, you are going for rainwater harvesting, you are utilizing the household water in your agriculture fields, and you are focusing on the modern irrigation projects, you are doing all these projects so that you can conserve the water, right? So the benefits of this conservation of water in agriculture will be all the three, like sustainable resource management will occur, water scarcity problem will be reduced, and agriculture productivity will be increased or enhanced. D option is the right answer for the question. Okay. Next. Next is, yeah, please read the statement very carefully, even though I'm also reading the statement for you aspirants. So here the question for you is, yeah, here the question for you is, you have to tell dash is defined as, okay, dash is defined as protective covering as of bark chips. It can be the bark of the trees, the small pieces. It can be the straw. It can be the plastic sheet that you are using to cover the ground, and that is placed on the ground around plants. And what will it do? What will this protective covering do? It will suppress the weed growth so that there will be no growth of unwanted plants there, and it will help in retaining the soil moisture also, and it will also prevent the roots from frost conditions or getting freezed. So what is it? It is a mulching. It can be of any type. It can be because of the plastic sheets, or it can be because of the organic matter or the bark chips. So it is what it is. It is a mulching process. Okay. So this specific term is mulching. Other than that, aspirants, you also aware about the term like soil conservation, like we are using certain means so that the soil will not move with the runoff water, or its topmost fertile layer will remain at the same point only. So that is a soil conservation practices. Now we know about the transpiration, like the loss of water in the form of water vapors. When we talk about the evaporation, like water is evaporated out from the surfaces because of the temperature variations there. Moisture conservation, like we are following different practices so that the moisture content will retain there. So other three are the different concepts, and this mulching is same as a statement mentioned there. Okay. Right answer is option number C. Clear? Yeah. Now, if you are using the mulching practices, what will happen there? So first question is benefits of use of mulching in soil. So if you are following this practice of mulching, covering the soil with different kind of substances, what will happen? It can prevent or it can protect soil from erosion, first option. Second is it can conserve the moisture in soil, thus saving the needs for frequent irrigation. You don't need to do the irrigation practices frequently because the moisture will retain in the soil for some long period of time. It can reduce the compaction of soil due to impact of heavy, like when the heavy rainfall drop on the soil, what they can do, they can splash erosion ना, we talk about the splash erosion. तो splash erosion की वजह से भी हमारे topmost fertile layer can wash out with the water ना. So if there's a mulch layer is there, so this process will not happen very frequently. And maintain a more even horizon, so that which one would be the right answer for the question? Statement D has some problem. Yeah, I had clear it. Maintain a more even horizon or a soil surface. कुछ वर्ड शायद मैंने खा लिया यहाँ पर. Yeah, D आधा लिखा है. Yeah, might be I missed something there, na? That's why. I just corrected it for you. E would be the right answer. Yeah, all would be the right answer. Very good. Are you getting all these questions? Okay. So here we have the option number E is the right answer for this question. Clear? Got it? Now the next question. Yeah. So here the next question in front of you, question number 8. Look at the question. Which of the following agricultural practices are used to conserve water in agriculture? Okay, which particular practice you can use? Look at the options with, please, if there is an option E or all of the above, it doesn't mean that always the E would be the right answer. You have to look at the options very carefully before answering it. E हो सकता है बट रीड करो भाई सारे ऑप्शंस को, ठीक है? ऐसे फटाफट आंसर दे देते हो, आई फील लाइक कि रीड ही नहीं करा होगा. Cover cropping, you know what is cover cropping? I told you. Cover. Can anyone explain what is cover cropping? Next is conservation tillage. Okay. Next is adoption of drip irrigation. Next is mulching, and the next is all of the above. The right answer, okay, I agree. The right answer is all of the above. Yeah. But what would be the right answer for this question? Yes, Abida Gul is saying E. Okay. Lifeway Wanderer is E. Vikas Pradhan is E. Okay. And Anomius is also saying E. All. What is cover cropping? Can anyone explain the definition of cover cropping to me? Why we do cover cropping? What's the reason? No idea. So basically, when your main crop is not giving you good yield, in that case, what the farmers do? Farmers grow a cover crop, right? So that he will get something in return after selling the cover crop, and that's how his crop. Yeah, the practice of growing plants to cover the soil rather than for harvest. No, कवर क्रॉप बेसिकली कवर क्रॉपिंग हम इसलिए भी करते हैं सो दैट इफ आवर मेन क्रॉप इज अबाउट टू फॉल, आवर मेन क्रॉप इज नॉट गिविंग अस द गुड आउटपुट्स, इन दैट केस द कवर क्रॉप विल हेल्प यू इन दैट. हाँ, ये तो यू जस्ट कॉपी द डेफिनेशन. सी कवर क्रॉप, it is a second crop. कहाँ से कॉपी किया? Yeah, we do this when you came to know that your main crop is not going to give you the good output, and its roots are very shallow. They are not binded with the main like the soil के topmost layer के साथ. तो at that time you just sow, like grow a new crop there. So that is a cover crop, right? And it will also prevent the soil erosion. It will also prevent the soil erosion. आपके soil topmost जो layers हैं soil की, that is about to lose because of any kinds of erosion, उसको भी erode नहीं होने देगा and आपके soil को भी protect करेगा. Main aim इसका erosion को prevent करने का रहेगा और main aim ये रहेगा, हाँ, जो आपके soil के nutrients हैं, whatever the nutrients that you had supplied to the soil, they will not get wasted. वो आपके waste ना हो, nutrients आपके waste ना हो. ओके, कवर क्रॉपिंग करने का देयर इज नॉट ओनली द रीजन कि सॉइल को प्रोटेक्ट करना है, वाटर को कंजर्व करना है. द अदर रीजंस आर वट एवर द न्यूट्रिएंट दैट यू हैड सप्लाई टू द सॉइल, टू द मेन क्रॉप, दैट विल नॉट गेट वेस्टेड. If your main crop is about to fail and it is not giving you the good productivity, at that time the cover crop is acting as a compensating crop and it will protect the soil from erosion. It will utilize the nutrients that you had supplied, and it will also conserve the water that is about to lose. ठीक है, अगर आपकी क्रॉप रहती हैं तो वो जो रूट्स रहते हैं वो मॉइस्चर को अपने अंदर इन्फिल्ट्रेट कर लेते हैं. दे हैव सर्टेन इन्फिल्ट्रेशन कैपेसिटी and that's how they will utilize the nutrients. Okay, clear? Yeah, cowpeas is an example. There are so many examples, like when you are talking about like which particular combination you are using, it depend upon that, and it also depend upon the soil we are talking about. Other than that, we have the conservation tillage practices also. We are adopting the drip irrigation practices. Okay, so we are focusing on different methods. You have to tell which of the following agriculture practices are used to conserve water in agriculture. So, as per me, I'm thinking the right answer will fall for option number C, but even though others are also giving the right, others are also giving a same, what we call, वाटर को कंजर्व करने की हम बात कर रहे हैं ना अपने एग्रीकल्चर में. सो वाटर को कंजर्व करने के लिए तो वी शुड अडॉप्ट द ड्रिप इरिगेशन ना. Conservation tillage will help in like preventing the extra soil loss, or mulching will help in the retention of moisture, right? Cover cropping will have this two benefits. ठीक है, all should be there, but आप, हाँ, मैं वही बोलने वाली थी कि सारे options are okay. ठीक है, सारे options are okay, but टेक अ वाइज गेस. ठीक है, वाइजली क्वेश्चंस का आंसर लगाना है. विद दैट क्वेश्चन आई टोल्ड यू वन थिंग ऑल्सो कि इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज कि सभी के सभी ऑप्शंस ही आपने ऑल ऑफ द अबव देख के वही मार्क कर देना है. समटाइम क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी ट्रिकी. You feel like the option number all of the above would be the right answer, but when you go through all the statements very carefully, that realize कि एक दो स्टेटमेंट्स का जो मीनिंग है वो डायरेक्टली ना ही इनडायरेक्टली रिलेट नहीं कर रहा है. With this question, it is relatable. You can mark the all of the above, but it doesn't happen with all the statements. So make sure you are taking a wise guess. ठीक है, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर करते टाइम आपको वाइज गेस लेना होता है with proper knowledge of the concept, जैसे अभी हमने इसको पूरा डिस्कस किया. Clear? Next is evaporation is measured by. So there are different instruments available for you. You have to tell evaporation is measured by, like which particular instrument you can use to measure the evaporation. Okay, options are you have the lysimeter with you, you have the potometer, you have the pan evaporimeter, you have the wind vane, and you have the that thermometer. Like, what would be the right answer for this question? Yeah, what would be the right answer for the next question? Please look at all the options carefully. All of the above nahi hai, so don't fall for all of the above. And can anyone tell why we use what is the use of lysimeter, potometer, uh, pan evaporimeter, wind vane, or thermometer? Abida Gul is saying A. See, lysimeter के बारे में लिख लो that it is used to measure amount of water in the soil and evaporation of water also from the surface. But here we have the pan evaporimeter with us. So the most appropriate answer for this question will be pan evaporimeter. Photometer is used to measure the amount of water loss in the form of transpiration. Okay, transpiration की form में the amount of water that will be lost, that will be measured with the help of photometer. Pan evapometer is correctly used for to measure the evaporation. Okay, and wind vane, what is the use of wind vane is? Yeah, water in soil and the evaporation of water through the soil. So both the things will be measured with the lysimeter. Okay, next question. You have to tell wind vane. What is the use of wind vane? So there are two devices. One is anemometer and second is wind vane. Okay, anemometer is used to measure the wind velocity. It is used to measure the wind velocity, and wind vane is used to measure the direction of wind blowing in an area. And thermometer is used to measure the degree of hotness and coldness. Clear? Yeah, direction of wind is wind vane. And very good, very good. I just saw your options. I just saw your answers. So right answer is given by anonymous and life wave wanderer. See, जितने students class में हैं, आप लोगों ने अभी तक class को like भी नहीं किया. This is not to be done. Please like the session also, okay? Yeah. The next question is for you. Okay, transpiration, I had already told you about all the options, so it would be very easy for you to answer this question now. The right answer for the question is potometer. Okay, transpiration is measured by potometer. Now, the next question. Look at the question very carefully. Question number 11 is there for you on the screen. So, in the question number 11, they are asking you, this is a process. So, you have to tell which one would be the most appropriate process for this question. Yeah, potometer is used for transpiration. Okay. Now, the question is, this is a process by which water in the plant body transfers to the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Yeah, plant body have some waters in it and it will go to the atmosphere in the form of water vapors. So that is a transpiration. Loss of water from the plant body in the form of water vapors. So generally अगर water vapors के form में ही रहता है plant body से लो, so that is a transpiration. This is the most obvious answer and most obvious question that can be asked in your exam and you have to answer like that. Okay. Next is Okay, now most of the areas now we have different modes, different types of irrigation practices with us that we can use for our crops as per the water requirements of the different crops that we are sowing. But earlier we were not having like so much knowledge about the irrigation practices, even though we were not having the technologies and how to implement the technologies. तो aware नहीं थे, तो we generally follow the flood irrigation like for most of the crops. हाँ, all of the above लगा दो without looking at all the options. हाँ, Abida, because evapotranspiration, when evaporation and transpiration both are going on, like एक आपके surface से evapotranspiration हो रहा है, evaporation भी हो रहा है, transpiration भी हो रहा है, तो that time we'll call it as evapotranspiration. Okay. Like surface, from the soil surface, the water is going into the atmosphere from the process called evaporation, and at the same time the water is going into the atmosphere from the plant body in the form of water vapors. So that time it will be known as see, ये तो ऐसे हो गया ना, एक सेकेंड, evapotranspiration. Evaporation, it is in the form of, evaporation is basically आपका soil surface से water का atmosphere में movement हो रहा है from the soil surface in the form of water and water vapor, that is evaporation. Transpiration, plant से, from the plant body, when the water is going into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor, that time it will be known as transpiration. Okay. And here we have the question like disadvantages of flood irrigation. Okay, flood irrigation, what we do, like we supply excess of water to the field. With that thought, the plant will utilize the water as per their needs. हम एक बारी में excess of water supply कर देते हैं to the field areas without knowing that it can cause the problems like water logging or the scarcity of oxygen and other things for the plants, right? So this time it is flood irrigation is not beneficial as well. So here the question is, what are the different disadvantages of water flood irrigation? So one and the utmost is the water loss. Excess of water loss hota hai. We are not knowing about the requirements of the crop. See, it's not like that all the crops will need same amount of water all the time. Right. So in that case, we should not use a flood irrigation. We should check about the necessity of water for the crop, and on that basis we should judicially use a type of irrigation that would be more suitable. Okay, so what is a one disadvantage of flood irrigation? The water loss. Excess of water will be lost. Yes, seepage of water will be more into the deeper layers. Less water use efficiency, like you are not using the water efficiently here. Nutrient loss will be more, like the water will run off from the surface and it will take all the essential nutrients also with it. So there will be more nutrient loss, and all of the above would be the right answer for this question. So disadvantages of flood irrigations are water loss, seepage of water, less water use efficiency, and the nutrients loss. Okay, right answer is option number E, and it is given by Bikas, anonymous, Abida. Okay, next question. So the next question I'm asking to you is, yeah, the next question is modern irrigation methods are, okay, now we are focusing on the method like जिसमें आपका टेक्नोलॉजी ज़्यादा हो, टेक्नो फ्रेंडली मेथड्स वी आर यूजिंग फॉर इरिगेटिंग आवर क्रॉप्स, लाइक आर्टिफिशियली supplying water to the land area so that the crop can grow efficiently there. Okay. So which one would be the right answer? Both A and B or both A and D? इसमें all है ही नहीं इस क्वेश्चन में. लाइफ वे वॉन्डरर, मॉडर्न इरिगेशन मेथड, चेक आउट ऑल द ऑप्शंस. अब कर दिया तुम लोगों ने गड़बड़ इस क्वेश्चन में. दैट हैपेंस. चेक बेसिन मेथड, लाइक किस में है चेक बेसिन मेथड? इट्स इन सरफेस इरिगेशन ना. We are making the basins, check basins method. The question here is modern irrigation. So modern irrigation methods, when this is asked, so it is, we are talking about micro irrigation method. The micro irrigation methods are known as modern irrigation methods. So in micro irrigation methods, we usually follow two methods. One is the drip irrigation and the second is a sprinkler irrigation. Yeah, when I correct one, everyone give the right answer. So because the right answer is given by you, very good. Abida, very good. Okay. Yeah, very good. The right answer is option number C, A and B only. Okay. So don't become over smart. Like check basin is not a type of modern irrigation. It's a old age old practice. Okay. Now the next question is flood irrigation is practiced in which particular crop need excess of water. Okay, one is the cotton, second is rice, third is jute, fourth is sugarcane, and fifth is B and C. So, what would be the right answer for this question? And yeah, please give the right answer for this question. Only rice. सोच लो जूट के लिए भी हमें एक्सेस में वाटर चाहिए होता है यार. For the retting process, we need excess of water, na? And even though we need some water logging conditions also. Look at the options very carefully. Yeah. एक ही स्टूडेंट ने आंसर दिया है शुगर केन में आई डोंट थिंक वी नीड water logging kind of situation na I don't think in case of sugarcane we need this in the case of rice and jute we need the we need the water logging situation like jute also need in the later stages may when we go for the retting process and the other processes we need the water logged situations there. Okay, jute fibers को separate out करने के लिए, but I don't think in the case of sugarcane we need that. Okay, the right answer for the question will be option number E. Not only rice, it have the combination of rice and jute. Option number B and C would be the right answer. Clear? Am I clearly audible and visible? It seems like my video got stuck. Am I audible and visible to you? Okay, now the next question is what are the different objectives of watershed management? So when we talk about the watershed management, we are doing the conservation of water so that it can be used later at the later time. You have to tell what are the different objectives. Yeah, and now without reading all the options, just look at the option number E and mark all of the above. है ना? बट यू नीड टू गो मैंने जो क्वेश्चंस आपको ऑल ऑफ द अबव वाले दिए हैं वो इस थॉट के साथ दिए हैं दैट द टॉपिक विल बी क्लियर टू यू एटलीस्ट आपको ये जो एमसीक्यू सेशंस में कुछ टॉपिक्स भी क्लियर हो जाए साथ साथ में दैट्स व्हाई आई एम गिविंग यू द ऑल ऑफ द टाइप वाले क्वेश्चंस आई एम मेकिंग दिस ऑल ऑफ द टाइप वाले क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू ओके here the question is objectives of watershed management so what are the different objectives of watershed management here the options for you are yeah It will help in controlling the pollution. It will minimize the over exploitation of resources, like you are not exploiting the resources over excessively. Water shortage, flood control, and checking sedimentation. So it will check the sedimentations also. Wildlife preservation can occur, and all of the above. So what would be the right answer for question number 15? Okay, you are making the watersheds in the area, so that will help in controlling the pollution also, like water pollution and other things will be controlled. And over exploitation of the resources will be prevented. The resources will not be over exploited, right? So that's how by using these practices, you can use the resources judicially. Right, it's a judicial management of the water resources. Okay, the right answer for the question will be option number E. Whenever I say that you have to look at all the options very carefully, doesn't mean that कि option कुछ different रहेगा. I just want you to look at all the statements very carefully कि क्या connection है भाई statement का. कैसे ये over exploitation को minimize कर रहा है ना? कैसे हम वाटर स्टोर कर पा रहे हैं, फ्लड कंट्रोल कर पा रहे हैं, एंड हाउ इज इट चेकिंग द सेडिमेंटेशंस. सो लुक एट ऑल द ऑप्शंस. वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रिजर्वेशन, देखो वाइल्ड लाइफ व्हाट दे नीड वाटर. ठीक है, आप लोगों ने देखा होगा दे ऑल्सो सफर फॉर वाटर स्कैरसिटी एंड दैट कैन कॉज अ डेथ ऑफ देम. नाउ यू हैड मेड द वाटर शेड्स देयर एंड यू आर स्टोरिंग द एक्सेस ऑफ वाटर देयर, तो वो वहां पे वो जो वाटर होल्स हैं दे विल गो देयर एंड ड्रिंक द वाटर. Water holes, na, water holes are artificially created in the wildlife area. So similarly we are creating the watersheds where we are preserving the water, we are saving the water, and that can be consumed by the wildlife there. So whenever we visit the wildlife habitats, we observe that most of the wildlife search for the water at the time of need or at the time of summer months. So that's how by making these watersheds, you are conserving water for them also. Understood? है ना? So that's how we needed all these practices. So sometimes it doesn't mean the answer options you are given, they are directly linked with the situation, they are indirectly linked also. Okay, now the next question is, yeah, okay, what would be the right answer for this question? What is it? So it is the dash is the area of land that drains or sheds water into a common point. So you are making a common point. See, when I was in my graduation days, we were assigned a project on that. We have to work on the watershed management in a given area. Okay, we worked on this project, and that time we learned that all these things, or we the particular wildlife need a water hose, from there they consume the water, or एक बार अगर they got an idea that they are getting water, good water from there, so they make a habit of visiting that area to consume the good water, like good quantity of water, right? Yeah, the right answer obviously the watershed, ma'am, क्योंकि watershed ही पढ़ रहे हैं. So yeah, some of the students might get confused with watershed management. No, we are talking about the area of land that drains or sheds water into a common point, specific receiving water body, such as a lake or a river, that is known as a watershed. Okay, it should not be the watershed management. Huh. Clear? Okay. What is duty here? Mm, It's just an option, like not related with the terms directly. It's just duties area. Like you got confused with the options ना, थोड़ा confusions create करने के लिए एक option यहाँ पे आप लोग के लिए frame किया है ना? Because what happens with the aspirants initially कि when they are not getting the sense from any option, they just think कि नया term में यही answer हो सकता है. Does it happens with you also? So just to create that thought in your mind, there's one more option added, that is duty. Or we we have its relation in irrigation even, not directly in the watershed. We have its relation in irrigation also. I'm not getting it now. I'll tell you later. Okay, but it is not directly related with the watershed here. Okay, when we'll talk about the irrigation water efficiencies and some other terms there, तो वहाँ पे एक word रहता है, but I'm not getting it now. Okay, so I'll tell it late. I'll tell it to you later. So when we talk about the water use efficiency, like irrigation के लिए जो आप water use कर रहे हो उसके efficiencies के parameters को check करते हो, so there might be a term, but यहाँ पे नहीं है. Okay. Next is the question number 17 is there for you. Like what? Okay, look at all the options very carefully. Wherever needed, I am giving you hint. इतना hint मैं दे दे के question करा रही हूँ आप लोगों से. And still if you are giving the wrong answer, that means वो आपका fault रहेगा. So here the question is, what is the cause of anthropogenic erosion? Can you tell me the meaning of anthropogenic? So one is excessive grazing, second is deforestation, third is both A and B, fourth is none of the above, and fifth is splash erosion. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. What would be the right answer for this question? Firstly, tell me the meaning of anthropogenic irrigation. Sorry, anthropogenic erosion. Caused by humans. Very good, very good. Okay. Is it excessive grazing caused by human? Do we graze? Yeah, because very good. Lifeway Wanderer, very good. Yeah, what would be the answer for this question number 17th? Which one is an activity which is performed by human that is causing the loss of topmost fertile layer of the soil? We can make cattle graze. So excessive grazing practice is not it comes under like biotic factor that is causing erosion. It's not directly connected with the human beings. Okay, it's not directly connected with the human beings, even though that splash irrigation is related with the rain. जब excess of rainfall हो रहा है, अब excess of rainfall हो रहा है, उसकी वजह से जो टॉप मोस्ट फर्टाइल लेयर जा रही है सोइल की, तो यू विल से कि मैम अगर हम कवर करके रखते सोइल को तो स्प्लैश इरिगेशन के स्प्लैश इरोजन से भी हम प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते थे सॉइल को, नहीं ही इरोड होने देते. सो या caused due to activities of humans. So directly we have to talk about that. That's why they are asking anthropogenic, like directly which is the erosion which is caused by humans. So that is deforestation. So when we go for the deforestation, what we are doing, we are cutting the trees, and because of that cutting the trees, the land will be exposed to the different agents, and that can take topmost fertile layer of the soil with them. Okay, the right answer for this question will be option number B. Okay, yeah. Now, what is the opposite action of soil erosion? We know about the soil erosion. Now, which one is the opposite action of it? Now, look at the options very carefully and then answer it. Opposite of soil erosion. Options are degradation, deposition, weathering of rocks, all of the above and none of the above. I know you guys are going to confuse in this question. Okay, I'll verify it. I'm marking in my notebook. Question number 17 now. Okay, I'm marking it in my notebook. But grazing is not directly related with anthropogenic activities. Grazing is not directly related with anthropogenic activities. It will comes under the biotic agents जो erosion के लिए responsible है. When you talk about the grazing problem, hmm, it's not directly related with the human. It's the animals that are grazing there. We are not always कि हम animals को वहां पर लेके जा रहे हैं in the agriculture fields. But still, I had marked in my notebook and I'll cross check it once. Okay. Deposit is the opposite of erosion. Rohan Dubey has given the answer. Other aspirants? And what about weathering of rocks? What the weathering of rocks do? Sanjay Sahu is also saying deposition. Vikas Pradhan is also saying deposition. Abida Gul is also saying deposition. Okay, I agree with you guys. What is the role of like weathering of rocks? Rocks की weathering से क्या होता है? Weathering of rocks, weathering of rocks, क्या वो erosion करते हैं soil का? Yeah, it leads to the breaking of rocks or that and that can lead to the formation of soil. Okay. And what is the opposite action of soil erosion? Soil erosion is basically taking up the topmost fertile layer of the soil, right? And its opposite is deposition of the topmost fertile layer of the soil. So directly related the question, the right answer for the question is deposition, but I'm only just giving you a hint to take a view on the option number C also, that is the weathering of rocks. Okay. So deposition is the opposite action of soil erosion. Is it okay? Means ये okay है, but I'm just telling you that is the soil formation. Weathering of rocks result in the formation of soil. Clear? Right. So the next question is there for you on the screen is which is not a type of soil movement in the process of wind erosion. So, okay, when we talk about the wind erosion, I think the last question I had a mistake here. It would be the option number B, deposition only. Degradation is not a opposite of soil erosion. Degradation नहीं है इसका opposite. Which is not a type of soil movement in the process of wind erosion. Okay, when we talk about the wind erosion, I told you there was the three movements. ठीक है, I told you about the three movements. One is a surface creep, second is suspension, and third is saltation. Like how the particles are moving. Are they jumping and they traveling a long distance? और दे आर सस्पेंडेड इन द एयर, आपकी जो सॉइल है वो एयर में सस्पेंड हो रही है. Okay, and they are just creeping on the surface. Okay, they are just creeping on the surface. So there are three types of soil movements that occur. Either they creep on the surface, either they suspend with the air, and or they saltation, like jump from one position to another position. So these are the three types of soil movements in the process of wind erosion. When the wind is taking the soil particles like from the initial position to any other position. Okay, you have to tell which is not a type of soil movement. It's a very interesting question. If you are aware about, yes, Rohan, please ask the question. Yes, ma'am, one question. Yeah, soil is formed after weathering of rocks. Okay, the right answer is option number D. Is it clear? Any doubt in this? I'm looking at your options or your answers that you are giving. Next is, yeah, FYM. Firstly, define like what is FYM, then choose the correct option from the options. So it is a chemical fertilizer, it's an organic fertilizer, it's a biofertilizer, it's a nano fertilizer, or it's option number A and B. So what would be the right answer for this question? Farm yard manure क्या है? Yeah, deposition is right. Deposition is right. Farmyard manure, very good. Okay, animal husbandry का कोई topic pick करते हैं. ठीक है, okay. Thank you for giving a suggestion. I'm writing in my notebook. अभी next week जो आप लोग के लिए session होंगे उसमें I'll pick a topic from animal husbandry and that's how we'll start our discussion about it. ठीक है, जो मैं आप लोग के लिए एक दो topics अभी हमने last week कवर किया था about the farming system, the different types of farming system. In the next class, I'll cover the animal husbandry, a very important interesting topic from animal husbandry. ठीक है, अभी animal husbandry का start कर देंगे. Okay, so it's an organ. Oh, ये question तो आपके लिए homework question है. You have to answer this question in the comment box. Yes, Rohan, you were asking a question now. Yeah. Yes, deposition is the opposite of soil erosion. I actually it was marked wrong in my notebook. I'll correct it. Okay. B would be the right answer for this question. और अगर आप comment box में लिख देंगे because the class is about to end, you have to write the answer in the comment box. And aspirants, yeah, this is a very important information for you who want to prepare with us. See, NABARD grade A के लिए batches में ARD की classes live चल रही है. Students are there who are connected with me in the batch, or I don't know why you guys didn't attend the class today. We discussed about the horticulture. So make sure you are attending the classes on YouTube and on the batch is also, so that you will be clear with the concepts and the theory part or the MCQs part simultaneously, right? And yeah, and make sure you are regular with your classes and all the very best. और ये session कैसा लगा, you have to write in the comment box जो आप कभी नहीं लिखते हो. Some are writing, some are appreciating the efforts, but others are not even giving any like कोई क्वेरी अगर हो रही है, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, जैसे अभी एनिमल हस्बेंड्री के बारे में बताया, आई रोट इट इन माय नोटबुक, तो नेक्स्ट सेशन में एनिमल हस्बेंड्री के ऊपर प्लान करूंगी, है ना. तो सिमिलरली यू हैव टू टेल मी कि what kind of problems you are facing in your studies and how can I help you there. If you're not telling me anything, then how can I solve your problems now? Yeah. Weathering of rock is please incorporate PYQs to the related topics. Okay. See, anonymous, I'll take PYQs, the previous year question sessions में separately लेकर आऊंगी आप लोगों के लिए. अभी मैं topic wise questions करा रही हूँ ताकि आपका practice हो जाए. After that, I'll take a PYQ series क्योंकि PYQ questions जो होते हैं comparatively कम मिलते हैं. ठीक है. एंड आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड दिस 20 MCQ सीरीज ताकि जो 20 जो मैंने 5 टॉपिक्स 4 टॉपिक्स ड्यूरिंग द वीक कराए हैं, मैं उनको यहाँ पे कवर कर लूँ. दैट्स व्हाई आई डिसाइडेड टू वर्क लाइक दैट. या डिपोजिशन इज डायरेक्टली, देखो सॉइल इरोजन ऐसा है कि बेसिकली दे आर डिफरेंट एजेंट्स लाइक विंड एंड वाटर दैट आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कॉजिंग द सॉइल इरोजन, लाइक टेकिंग अवे द सॉइल. सो इट्स अपोजिट एक्शन विल बी डिपोजिशन, टेकिंग अवे और गिविंग बैक. ये दो एक्शंस हैं जो एक दूसरे के अपोजिट हैं. वेदरिंग इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सॉइल, वो आपका सॉइल फॉर्मेशन है. सो इट इज नॉट अपोजिट टू सॉइल इरोशन. वहीं पर डिग्रेडेशन का मतलब होता है क्वालिटी खराब होना, उसमें कोई चीज जा थोड़ी ना रही है, मतलब फिजिकली कोई चीज मूव थोड़ी ना हो रही है, न्यूट्रिएंट्स डिसअपियर हो रहे हैं ना बिकॉज ऑफ द ओवर यूजिंग ऑफ समथिंग. सो बेसिकली व्हेन देयर इज अ टर्म लाइक डिग्रेडेशन, व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय द टर्म डिग्रेडेशन? डिग्रेडेशन में देयर इज नॉट एनी मूवमेंट ऑफ लाइक फिजिकली किसी चीज का मूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा है फ्रॉम एनी एरिया. दिस इज अ न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंसी दैट इज विजिबल देयर. न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंसी हो रही है उस एरिया में, and that the reason of the nutrient efficiency you are doing the over exploitation. It's not only because of the soil erosion. Okay. Yeah, if deposition was not, see, deposition is the exact accurate one. If deposition was not given, at that time we can go for the weathering because weathering is related with the formation of soil. Okay, but degradation give it the wrong sense. That's why we just skip the answer from deposition. We just skip the answer from all of the above to deposition. Or Dusa will also do some questions related to it so the things will be more clear. Okay, yeah, always play with the options. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक क्वेश्चन हमने कर लिया और उसी के अकॉर्डिंग हमारा जो सेंस माइंड में डेवलप हो गया. यू विल ऑलवेज फेस द सेम क्वेश्चन, ऐसा कभी नहीं होता है. इन द एग्जामिनेशन यू विल हैव द डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ओके, एंड द वर्ड्स लाइक हाउ दे आर अरेंज्ड एंड ऑन दैट बेसिस यू हैव टू आंसर देम. ठीक है. हाँ. So it was really a good session. Do NABARD ask from genetics and plants breeding? So genetics and plants breeding का इतना portion नहीं है. डायरेक्टली इतना पोर्शन नहीं है. Even though we had discussed about the syllabus of NABARD in a session, I had given you the complete explanation of the syllabus. ठीक है. If there is anything specifically about it, I'll tell you. But directly, like itna depth में, there's no not such questions because the syllabus is already given to you, na. Complete syllabus is given, and there is yeah, there's no such portions related to genetics and plant breeding in your NABARD syllabus. NABARD के syllabus में directly plant breeding और genetics का portion mention ही नहीं है. I have the authentic syllabus in front of me now. Animal husbandry is the topics that we have to cover. We have to talk about the farm animals and their use in Indian economy, animal husbandry methods that we use in India, the common terms pertaining to different species of livestock, utility classification of breeds of cattle. So these are the topics that are mentioned in our syllabus. और अगर हमें कोई syllabus बहुत ही concisely दे रहे हैं तो we have to stuck to the syllabus only. हमें extra नहीं पढ़ना है ना. Now the things are clear. So can we end the class for now? So I am ending the session for today. We'll meet you in the next session. Please post your queries in the comment box. I'll take the sessions accordingly.